Hello everyone, welcome to the raidDelta show, presented by SimStore and made possible by Lorem Range Club. So today we'll be giving a tour of the actual podcast studio, along with the exterior, because nobody's ever going to see it again. So, follow me. So, here first we have a hallway, along with a bunch of pictures from my old past units. So first we have Kronos' Task Force. I don't know if any of you know him, but this group's pretty good. I mean, it's still alive, but we haven't done anything in it. Second, we have Coma's Deadwood International. I've been in a bunch of Coma's units, but this is the one when I talked to him that he wanted to post pictures of. It was a PMC group, hard CAG. It was pretty fun. Here's Kruger's unit. It's, plural. The first one we have is Silver up top, his Silver Squadron. He's actually ran a bunch of different dev groups, but these were the only two pictures that I felt were really good. And he also ran a D Squadron run, CAG. On the bottom we have Crusaders, and there's me right there, looking hard as hell. Next we have Javin's Irie. There was, if I'm correct, 4 different versions, and I was in I was in 2 and 4. So up top we have version 3, which I wasn't in. This is when they reverted back from 2024 to 2013 and 2012. All that hard looking GWatt era gear. And then on the bottom is V2. I'm pretty sure this was after our Brazil deployment. When we're just working up mountains and like winter warfare stuff. It's pretty fun. It still is fun, but I think V4 changed because Javin's going to change it to another PMC group or something like that. I don't know. We'll have him on the podcast so he can probably explain it later. You have the hard ass logo. And now we go into the actual, I guess you can call it a lobby. Doesn't really matter. But I'll probably host 1 or 2 podcasts here. Just chilling on the couches, But yeah, that's pretty much it. Continuing on the left side, we have pictures from my old BR5 days. Up top is a group called F&D made by Fresh and myself. Pretty good group, made up of old guys from Cans of Com, which I'll go into in a bit, and some new people as well. Really good shooters. Had some really fun events, but yeah, that's pretty much F&D. On the bottom, we have Ethics of Cans of Com, which I was in HRN for like 3 years, give or take. I don't know, it was the first group I actually joined for Milsim, in quote Milsim. So, we all have roots where we start off, and this is where I started off in the BR5 days. On the pictures on the left and the right, I used to lead a CSOR, which is Canadian Special Operations Regiment, if I remember, can't remember. But it's pretty good. Had some really good shooters. Missed the old times, But this is when we were stuck in the forever winter in BR5 because they refused to update the game. In the middle, we have another group picture. This was more towards 2022, if I'm correct, when they actually updated the game. It was pretty good. Going back to up top, though, I want to thank Fresh for really carrying on the F&D part because I was just there. Alright, next we have Tomcats for Liberty SMU, which I'm currently active in. ASC, well, it was going on, but now they're moving on to OTC, so can't really advertise it here anymore. But if you're interested, I'll probably put a group link somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's on the latest video that you'll be seeing. I think we're doing parachuting or whatever, the MFF qualifications. Yeah, pretty good group. Next we have just some banners, flags. We got the not 13. We got the Sons of Liberty flag, and then we have the American flag, of course, because you get a rep. And then we have fog, because I imported it and wanted to just put it here. And then we have a little Ram Range Club banner, because we're badass like that. Just some extra props, which somehow doesn't cause any lag. Pizza, Coca-Cola. You can sit over here, you chill, relax. Up front we got an Xbox One and some controllers, along with a Samsung TV that I totally did not import. Continuing on, now we have the actual studio itself. So here's where we edit, fix audio and whatnot. We have a keyboard, never know when you're gonna need it. Then we have a laptop where we have some stocks going on. Lucky, yep, okay, gotta make sure it's right. Just a whiteboard in the back, talking about our, in quotes, statistics. And a nice gaming computer, because you never know when you're gonna need one. Let's go into the actual podcast room. So in the actual podcast room, lots of detail. So on the left, we have the patch wall. In the middle, we have more pictures, which I'll get onto in a bit. And on the right, which we'll start off, is like another picture of Irie V4. These pictures went really hard, I'm not gonna lie. So that's why I put it here. We have two rifles. Well, SPRs per se. From my time in Recce, which was very short. Police Tomcat. Put Recce back in so we don't have to door kick, because that shit's boring. Anyways, that's beside the fact. Rifles are deemed safe, firing pins removed, so don't get on my ass, thanks. Then we have an American flag up the middle. On the far right, we have another picture from Irie V2. This is a reference, or we made it reference off of a Delta Force picture when they're all in suits. It looked really hard, I'm not gonna lie, and it still does go hard. We have some drinks over here. Yeah, they're copy and paste. I'll probably get some more later. Doesn't matter. Just props in the background. Out the middle, we have Fort Liberty again, or Tomcat's Fort Liberty. Me on the left, and I forgot who was on the right, but it's a hard picture. Pretty sure it's edited by Tricky, but correct me if I'm wrong. On the far left, we have another picture from my Irie V2. This one was during a mountain exercise, if I'm correct, but it's pretty fun. Moving on to the left, we have my rucksack, along with my masters, totally real, at MIT. We have the Delta bag from Spiritual Systems, and then we have my OpScore Fast SF with the Chimera nods and all that giammy. Moving on to the left is the patch wall. Under it, we have this nice little table with some Black Rifle Coffee Company, along with some books, because literature. Gotta be smart. Alright, continue on to the patch wall, just break it down for you the best I can. So, starting off towards the left is more unit oriented. So we have Tau, which I was in for a little bit, a brief extent. Made by Clearly Wake. Tactical Augment Unit, or whatever the fuck it was called, can't remember. And then we have Irie, made by Javid, and I was in version 2 and 4, like stated earlier. Although I didn't do much in version 4, I'm not gonna lie, but version 2 was really peak. And then towards the middle over here, we have B Squadron patches from Fort Liberty, or Tomcat's unit, because we're hard as hell like that. More to the right, some unit oriented. There's a D Squadron patch from Kruger's D Squadron, which I was also in. And then we focus more towards fog, all that CAG shit. And there's also some new Stifiones, or no Stifions, can't remember. It's French. Don't speak French, so don't get on my ass about it. Combat control patch. Also another patch I stole from DJ. Because they did some brief time as a 17th STS TACP, even though it's not combat controller, it's close enough. And then there's a custom patch I made of just the Delta symbol. And then we have some CSOR patches and some KansasCom patches, Canadian ones, that I made for KansasCom when we actually did some ACS stuff. Or the 3 bottom ones for CSOR are from a pack I took, but I digress. This one in the middle with the circle is Nocturne, or JSORG Nocturne, which Coma had for a little bit. It was like another Ranger unit. I forgot which patch that was. and then we move on to the SEALs, Devgru units that Kruger loved. I think Red Squadron, Gold Squadron, all that. Then we have some more SeaTac, pretty sure, patches with the skull. This one right here, though, which top of the Native American one, is from Nocturne, if I'm correct, as well. Then we have the Sons of Liberty patch, the Join or Die one, pretty hard. Got another Sons of Liberty patch. Some more patches from Spirit Solutions. And then we move on to my custom Black Powder Red Earth patches. Just really CAG stuff. If you don't know, I'm a fan of Black Powder Red Earth. Might make a Crisis Strip Ember or Scorch later in the year, but that's a work in progress. But that's basically it. We got some lighting over here, the mics and sound boxes. You know, I'll be sitting here, camera will be facing towards this way, and then the interviewee was set up over here, camera will be facing this way somewhat. So based off the Sean Ryan show, you know, the raidDelta show. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, just go ahead, put them in the comments. If you want to see any people actually on a podcast, put them in the comments as well. Suggestions, I'm open to suggestions, to be honest. You guys are the ones who are watching this, so I want to make it interesting as well. But this podcast is more oriented towards the individual or individuals eventually when I get more people on, or like if we ever group up, and like their Roblox careers. But yeah, that's basically it. So hope you enjoyed. That's basically the tour of the podcast. Stay tuned. First video should be up by mid to late March. See you till then.